The kingdom of Animalia. What if I told you there was a creature that could be cut into tiny pieces, and not only would it survive, but each piece would regenerate into a new organism? Or a creature that has tiny teeth that never stop growing, and if they don't get worn down, they will penetrate its brain. What if I also told you that these are not some alien creatures in a science fiction movie, but instead living among us and are all members of the Animalia kingdom? So what are these mysterious critters? The first is a flatworm, the second is a beaver. Introduction. So the scientific name for the animal kingdom is the metazoa. Some people also like to call it the metazoic kingdom. A characteristic that all animals have is that they are all heterotrophic. They can't make their own food, they can't produce their own food like plants do. They have to go out hunt for prey. Another thing that all animals are that they're eukaryote, meaning that they have more than two cells. Some say that animals evolved from unicellular organisms. A unicellular organism is an organism that has only one cell in its entire body. The animal kingdom is also the largest kingdom out of the rest of the kingdoms. Cell structure. So an animal cell lacks a cell wall. That's the reason it doesn't have a fixed shape. Also, most animals are made of cells that are organized into tissues, which are then organized to make organs. Each tissue performs a specific function. Another thing that animal cells are able to do is perform movement easily. Another characteristic that animal cells have is that they reproduce sexually.
Habitats. We believe that all animals have evolved from single cellular organisms from the marine, which are fresh and salty bodies of water. As soon as plants became an available source of food, the majority of the animals contained in the water moved to the land. When they moved to the land, in the beginning, they consumed plants for nutrients required for their survival and performed a process called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is conducted to process food and make energy using glucose, which is the food that they ate, and oxygen to yield carbon dioxide, sweat, which is water, and energy.
Advantages and disadvantages of the animal kingdom. Humanity would not have advanced as far without the animal kingdom. We have domesticated many species to benefit humankind. For example, we have domesticated horses around 3000 BC, and we have been using them ever since, using them to transport cargo and humans around the world. Pigs originally derived from boars, however, through decades of domestication lost their horns and became easier to raise as cattle. Dogs who have been domesticated and trained are capable of providing emotional support for those who suffer physiological disorders, such as veterans who suffer from emotional problems from the wars they fought. Known as emotional support animals, they benefit the owner by providing companionship, comfort, and emotional support. Dogs have been used for a long time. Records show we've domesticated them 27,000 to 40,000 years ago. They helped us hunt animals, and we've used animals to test on to further develop our knowledge about medicine and how to treat wounds. We've always assumed that a spinal injury would be life-threatening.
Animal locomotion. It is largely believed that animals are dominant in nature because of their ability to move, allowing them to capture prey and escape danger. Skeletons help many animals with movement because they act as an antagonist, which means it stretches the muscles back to the relaxed state. Another set of muscles can also be an antagonist. Some animals rely on currents, water, or air in order to move. Movement costs a lot of energy, but this is offset by the fact that many animals are capable of finding large amounts of food. Animal reproduction. All animals reproduce sexually. Almost all animals reproduce sometime within their life cycle. Some animals are hermaphrodites, meaning that they have the functions of both male and female reproductive systems. Many animals have signs that they are available to the opposite sex. This comes in the form of sounds, visual cues, etc. Some animals fight for mates. Certain animals are only able to reproduce once in a lifetime or multiple times throughout. Examples of organisms in the animal kingdom. Animals can be tiny, like the pygmy marmoset, all the way up to a blue whale, which is huge. Humans have bred domesticated animals which have the characteristics of being calm and docile, like dogs, horses, and cats. Humans, like you and I, are also animals. Thank you for watching our presentation.